Hi everyone, my name is James Feeney. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today I am here with a few updates and an announcement. I'll start with updates that preface and add context to the announcement being the main portion of this video, and then we'll finish with some more ancillary updates that don't pertain as much to the core of this video. So for those who don't know, I'll start with the update of saying that for those who don't know or don't follow me on Instagram, for the past week I have muted myself on all of my platforms. Muting meaning that I have chosen not to or have decided not to produce my own content and release my own content during that time. This is something that I was inspired to do by a few different content creators who had done the same, and it was for the purposes of taking that time to amplify Black voices, to share resources regarding the Black Lives Matter movement, and to not really add to, I would say, static of things, really trying to hopefully get resources and voices out there that weren't my own during that time. And so, of course, during that time I was reposting things and sharing things on Instagram and Twitter that were along the lines of helping and amplifying voices and sharing resources. And during that time I was reflecting, and I didn't want to just come back and release a video as if everything was business as usual. I wanted to keep the momentum rolling, and during that time of reflection where I muted myself, I came up with the idea, I guess, to use this, platform and what I do, which is tarot reading primarily, to help in some way. And so the big announcement really is just that for the remainder of June, or until the end of the month of June, I'm going to be donating 50% of the profits of tarot reading, or the proceeds from my tarot readings, to Black Lives Matter related organizations and causes. I guess I'll get into the details of what that means. So if you book a reading with me for the remainder of June, how it's going to go is that you are going to donate 50% of what the reading would cost to a Black Lives Matter related organization or cause, and then send me a receipt of some sort or proof that you donated that amount, and then you would pay me the remaining 50% for the reading. If you go to my website, the way that you go about booking a reading is you look at my readings, you click the book a reading, and it forwards you to an email. So to book a reading is really an email exchange, and so within that email, of course, that's where you would send your receipt that you've donated. And I wanted to, instead of, say, just making it one organization to donate to, or say that I would donate for on behalf of you after I received the money, I wanted to make it so that anybody could donate to an organization that they felt called to. So maybe you have a local, maybe you are in a city and you want to donate to the local bail fund for protesters who have been arrested, or you know somebody who is the victim of violence at a protest and you want to donate to their individual Cash App to help pay for their medical expenses. Things like that. I want to make it so that hopefully anybody getting a reading can donate to a cause that they feel most called to. Maybe it's a local cause, maybe it's one that's not as well known. And of course, I think I'm going to leave a few places that one or you can donate to below. Of course, feel free to donate even if you're not getting a reading. I encourage that if you have the money to and feel so inclined to donate, but I'll leave a few resources down below. Feel free in the comments to add more resources or places that somebody can donate, because that's helpful. But I wanted to leave the option open to the person getting the reading as to where they'd like to donate. The only stipulation really is that it has to be somewhat connected to the Black Lives Matter movement. And so another thing that I wanted to clarify is that if you're on my website, it shows that if you sign up for the email subscription or my mailing list, that you'll get $5 off of your next reading. So the $5 will come out of my portion. So say you get a $50 reading, you would donate $25 to an organization or cause of your choice, and then you would pay me $20. So the $5 that comes out is the portion that you would pay to me, not the portion that you would donate, just to make that clear. And I'm trying to think if there's any more details that I need to include to make it as clear as possible. I think that's about it. That's pretty much the big announcement. Also, on my website, you'll see that there are preset readings, things like I'm trying to think, my Tree of Life reading, there is a self-care reading, there are things like that, but you can also do a custom reading. So say you either don't have the money to pay for one of the larger preset readings, you can, of course, email me in regards to setting up a custom reading that is, say, less money than a preset reading, so that way you can donate and still get a reading. It's also good if you're not sure about me as a reader for you and you're like, oh, I might want to get a reading from him, but I don't want to invest in a really big reading because I don't know how well we are compatible as a reader and a querent. So you can get one of those smaller readings. You can get a single card reading, which would be $6 if you set that up as a custom reading for yourself. And that way you donate $3, I get $3, and you get a reading and it works. And so you can do that. And I also have an astrological add-on option for my readings. So this just works the same. If you got the astrological add-on, it would add an extra $20 to your reading. And so, of course, the overall cost, you would cut that in half and then donate that half, and then the other half I get. So that's how that works, just to make that clear. And for those who don't know, the astrological add-on is where I would get your birth information, draw up your natal chart, your birth chart, and I would use that in your reading as applicable. So if, say, you're getting a general reading, I would have some notes and your chart on hand, and as we pull the cards, I would reference your chart, and we would go into that as the cards sort of connect and try to really make it a divided reading where we're bringing in the astrology of your natal chart. So that's how that's going to go. This is for the remainder of June. I just wanted to put this out as an announcement and update on my practice and, well, my professional practice, and something that I wanted to do coming back online after having muted myself. So just to let you guys know, I'm also going to post something on Instagram with the details written out. I'll try to make things as clear as possible also in the description. Not that I'm going to rewrite all of this, I don't think, but there will be some causes and organizations below if you maybe don't know, you're unsure of where you might want to donate. There are going to be some more, I would say, major causes or links to major causes and organizations, because I'm not going to know every single one. And that's about all. I'm trying to think if there's more in terms of updates. I got a haircut. Now we're getting into those ancillary updates that don't really pertain at all to the core of this video. Now that we've addressed that, I got a haircut, so that was nice. The state that I'm in is still pretty locked down, so you can't really go out. Salons and hair shops and barbers and things are not open yet where I live, so I actually know the woman who normally cuts my hair, and since things have, I guess, lightened up a little bit in terms of people being able to meet, she actually came to my house and I was able to finally get a haircut after 3 months, more than 3 months. So that was nice. What else? I guess I would like to make a video, I think, addressing my depth year, just because I was at one point doing regular updates on that and stopped. And I primarily stopped because things got kind of funky in the world with the coronavirus, and that's when I stopped uploading those updates on my depth year. And also my depth year kind of went off the wagon and didn't really adhere as much to the depth year, and it kind of took a back seat during that time as with the stress and being home and such. So I'll just, I guess, give the short version is that the depth year kind of stopped when lockdown started and when quarantine started. So that's that. I guess I might address it more in the future. I don't think that I failed. I'm trying to be kind to myself, and I'm not unhappy with the results of my depth year. I'm not mad at myself. I'm happy that for a few months I stuck with it and was able to learn from it, and I think that the things that I learned from it are still with me and influencing my purchases and who I am as a consumer, how I interact with materials in a mindful way that is more appreciative and deep. And so I'm not at all mad about the fact that I fell off. I'm not necessarily disappointed in myself. I'm trying to be more understanding of that. So yeah, I think that really brings us to the end of the updates. I also just want to say that in the past week or so, I've just felt really, I've seen a lot of solidarity, a lot of people also amplifying Black voices and contributing to the sharing of resources in regards to the Black Lives Matter movement, and that's been really it's made me proud to be a part of this community and to see so many people stand together where that cause is concerned, and in terms of hopefully, yeah, being anti-racist and fighting against racism and all of that. So it's really made me proud to be a part of this community. I hope you are all well and safe, and until next time, bye everyone.